with looks like that, who cares about inner beauty? A very good morning to you.
Buongiorno, signorina. Allow me to introduce myself. Alessandro Rossi.
Nina Kalenkow, pleased to meet you. What is a good-looking Italian doing at an intersection in Paris?
I am waiting for the bus.
Oh, don't you have a car?
Yes, of course. It is over there.
Oh, the red sports car?
Yes. Are you impressed?
Well, yes, a little. So why are you waiting for the bus?
I am supposed to meet some friends here in their van. They don't know their way around Paris, so we want to go on together from here. The signs here are rather misleading, so most people take a wrong turn at this point. Why don't you come with us? There is always room in my sports car.
Oh, yes. Why not? Oh, no, wait. I'm afraid I can't. There are some important things I must see to.
Too bad. But I will be here for a few more minutes in case you change your mind. Just let me know. You would miss out on a lot.
This question may sound somewhat strange, but I don't suppose you've noticed a blue stone that was used for rebuilding any of the buildings around here?
You are right. That question does sound strange. However, even if there were a blue stone around here somewhere, I probably wouldn't have noticed.
I was afraid of that. I've got to go.
Too bad.
Just a regular storm drain. I can't stick my hand in there. The gaps are too narrow. And for some reason, the lid won't budge. Hello, are you still waiting?
Yes, but they should be here any minute now. I actually need the little boy's room, but I cannot leave here. Or they might take the wrong turn and get completely lost. Are you sure you won't come with us?
Thanks, but I really can't.
That's too bad.
This question may... I've got...
Too bad.
A racy Italian sports car. It's got a pretty horse on its hood, and a not-so-pretty scratch. The car is secured by an alarm. I'm sure it will go off at the slightest touch, and since I'm the only one around here, I might actually get suspected. The clock has stopped. The ceiling is painted. Impossible to see whether it contains one of the blue stones or not. The paint is peeling anyway. Maybe I'll be able to somehow remove it completely. I can't reach it. There's no water in it. I like teddy bears, but this one looks awfully mean and grumpy. And it smells like a polecat. I admire the power of nature to reclaim its own. The sign says, "Help wanted." I'll take this sign with me. If this game doesn't sell, then at least I will know where to look for a new job. It's a long time since anything was sold here. I don't really want to know just how old this bubblegum is. At least you're supposed to insert euro cents. Sure, money makes the world go round and nothing comes free, even if it only takes 10 cents to buy. There was a time when 5 cents bought you a whole pack of gum. Now that's not even enough for one piece. A somewhat battered umbrella with a very sharp point. It might still be of some use as a walking stick. The switch for the fountain is also in this switch box. I think I will switch on the fountain. Nothing happened. Not altogether surprising, since there's no water in the fountain. I had better switch that fountain off. This clockwork belongs to the clock that hangs on the outside wall of the metro station. I will try to get this clock up and running again. The mechanism appears to be out of order. I bet it will stop again in a moment. The clock has stopped. Great plan. I place it on the minute hand and wind up the clock. As the hand moves, it will slide off at some point, hit the car, and trigger the alarm. The only problem is this thing isn't heavy enough. The alarm probably wouldn't go off at all. Not a bad idea. I place the candle on the minute hand and wind up the clock. As the hand moves, the candle will slide off at some point, hit the car, and trigger the alarm. I only need to make sure that I have an alibi for when it happens. Great plan. Great plan. The sign says, a devilish plan which may cost me a lot of sympathy. If this were a computer game, it would probably be banned for being too violent. Unfortunately, though, this is not a game, but bitter reality. I'm on a mission to save the world, and a different set of laws apply. Hello, are you still waiting?
Yes. I hope my friends did not get lost. What? But that is... My car! Stop! Wait! You're going in the wrong way! You need to turn here! Stop!
Ah, no! I'm completely soaked now!
That's what they call a chain reaction.
It is a disaster. Like my entire life, a total disaster.
Is it really so terrible that you missed your friends? Don't you think they'll find the right way anyway?
Yes, maybe. But it is a matter of principle. I can't do anything right. Everything keeps going wrong.
Cheer up. There will be better days.
I have been waiting in vain for years. Please excuse me. I need a few minutes to myself.
Oh my, he's really down in the dumps. I should follow him and make sure he does nothing rash. After all, I'm responsible for his mood, to some degree. Phew, I had been worried he might do something foolish. Oh, he looks pretty depressed. Hello, everything okay? I'm really worried about you.
Oh, hello. Yes, it's really not my day today. First, I scratch up my car and then I miss my appointment. They're probably halfway to Spain by now.
Oh, I'm afraid that I may be responsible for the missed appointment.
Is there anything I can do for you? Anything that might cheer you up?
That is very kind of you. But I've been chasing Lady Luck for years now. She is simply too fast for me. You cannot change fate, and that is that.
The poor guy is totally dejected. Nina, you need to think of something quick, or you'll end up only being offered roles as a movie villain.
If I go away now and promise to come back soon, will you promise not to do anything stupid while I'm gone?
Sure, I wouldn't even have the energy.
Let's see if I can't save the day for you after all.
How are you going to do that? Are my friends going to turn right around and come back? Is that scratch just going to vanish from my car? Is my girlfriend about to leave her new beau? Will my shrink get her license back?
Maybe, if you just believe it firmly enough.
Oh, sure, I get it. Life is just a bowl of cherries, and miracles happen all the time.
I have no idea who this is supposed to be, and there's no plaque to give me a clue. I have no idea how I would be able to manipulate this statue in any way. Yesterday's newspaper. My French is a little rusty, but as far as I can tell... Oh, there's a report here about the sinking of the Calypso, the ship I was almost drowned on. Apparently they were able to rescue nearly all the passengers. Underneath is a huge advertisement by that televangelist Pat Shelton and his Puritas Cordis sect. The hasty gathering of worldly leaders in New York proves only one thing, that neither the self-proclaimed heads of state nor the so-called scientists can offer any explanation for the greatest of all disasters which is now almost upon us. And how could they? For only a steadfast belief in the might of the Lord can guide us now. He alone can be the beacon to lead us forth from the valley of the shadow of death. Hundreds of years ago, the prophet Zandona foresaw the cataclysm that is looming now. This is what he predicted. The old order of the world shall be shattered, all worldly possessions shall crumble, and from the ashes of our decadence shall rise the new kingdom of God, radiant and pure. And therefore my call goes out to all people, to ring in their ears like one final peal of thunder, and open their eyes, seek salvation in the arms of Puritas Cordis. Come now, before it is too late. I can't say I like that Pat Shelton and his Puritas Cordis crowd. In fact, I think they're a bunch of morons. The trouble is, I can't shake the feeling that there's method in their madness, and that they have a definite plan. A plan to make Zandona's apocalyptic prophecies a reality. Which means they're still a bunch of morons, of course, but possibly a bunch of extremely dangerous morons. In any case, they must not be underestimated. Oh, quaint. Thanks. I don't need a bath right now. There's a hula hoop floating in the water. A few empties and a bottle of rum. I'm supposed to steal from a homeless man? As long as he can still use them, I will certainly not take them away from him. He doesn't smell of roses, but he seems to be nice. Hello again.
Dropping by my humble abode?
You live here?
Well, it's not exactly the Ritz, but at least it's quiet. Unless somebody hangs around whining. What happened to the poor fellow?
He missed the bus.
Now that is truly a tragedy.
You sure drink a lot.
Yes, I know. I take it you have never lived on the streets.
No, not really.
It's a simple decision. Solid food gives you a lot more energy, of course. But energy for what? Nobody expects me to have enough energy to build a house or fix my car. And I don't have a job either. So I don't really need any energy for anything. What I really need, on the other hand, is a way to forget all this misery. At least for a while. And I need something to keep me warm when the nights are cold.
I understand.
No, you don't. And I can't even blame you for that. It is really hard to comprehend if you have never been in a similar situation.
Won't you at least try to escape this vicious circle?
How would I do that?
You could quit drinking, for one thing, and I could see about finding you something to eat.
I tried that. but it seems people would rather feed pigeons than their own kind.
I get it. The world is wicked and nobody loves you. If I get you something to eat, will you stop drinking?
Then I could use my money to find myself a place to sleep. It's a deal.
That fountain over there?
Let me guess. You tossed in some money in hopes that all your problems will solve themselves.
No, why would I do that?
Oh, just a thought, because tourists used to do it all the time.
They threw their money into the fountain?
Yes, they say it possesses magic powers.
They say the same thing about some high-proof spirits.
Yes, but believe me, there's no truth in that either.
Well, you ought to know. So, why did people stop tossing in money?
They probably stopped believing in miracles.
You think I ought to stop hoping for a miracle too?
It's always worth a try. And if you have money to burn...
I'll think of you, I promise.
Thank you.
You wouldn't happen to know what time the zoo opens, I suppose?
Actually, it should open just around now.
Great. Then I'll be headed there next. I'll be leaving then. One of the missing stones from the ruined chapel has been built in here somewhere. I need to find it. The President of France, with a dashing, debonair smile. Whatever's in there, I'm not touching it. In fact, that option isn't even available, so don't get any funny ideas. MGs, hand grenades, submachine guns, and plenty of ammo. Looks like this isn't the most peaceful of places. If I take any weapons out, I may end up having to play one of those monotonous shoot-'em-ups which would bore me to tears. Anyway, the lead designer told me that mini-games are strictly forbidden here. A lot of advice to citizens, telling them how to behave in the event of problems, accidents, emergencies, assaults, disasters. A drunk tank. And back there, in the wall, is one of the stones I am looking for, if I'm not mistaken. The cell is locked, and there's no way of getting in without a key. A drunk tank. It is empty, and there appears to be nothing special about it. The cell is locked, and there's no way. Average looking, average age, average clothes. Pretty average, all in all. The President of France, with a dashing, debonair smile. Hello, I've got a question.
Yes?
That cell over there, the one on the right, could I take a look inside it?
The drunk tank? What for? You are not drunk, are you?
Not that I'm aware of.
See? So why should I put you in a drunk tank?
Because,
I'm glad we were able to talk about this.
I just hope no one expects me to stand around swinging my hips for hours on end. The zoo. I wonder what kinds of fierce, exotic, and dangerous creatures I'm going to meet here. And, of course, I'm looking forward to seeing the animals, too. A small bottle of red nail polish. This statue is dedicated to the man who, after World War II, rebuilt the destroyed zoo, saving the lives of dozens of animals. Some prankster painted his toes red. Empty, squashed, and full of tiny holes. Looks like someone vented a lot of frustration on one poor little can. That way to the monkeys. That way to the crocodiles and elephants.
A can of peanuts. Ugh, I cannot reach it. A small plastic ball. I can't reach it. I cannot reach the tire. An old... Aw, cute. No matter how cute this monkey is, I am not going to stick my hand in there. Oh my, this path is in terrible condition. This path is full of deep cracks. A bag full of baguettes. The baguettes apparently belong to the zookeeper, and since he's sitting right next to them, stealing one would be a rather bad idea. Cans of milk. In short, milk cans. The milk cans appear to belong to the zookeeper, and he would have to be blind and deaf if he weren't to notice if I took one. Hello.
Yes, I'm a zookeeper. Can I help you?
Is it true that this zoo was rebuilt after World War II, using leftover stones from other buildings?
Yes, that's right. Why are you asking?
I don't suppose you've noticed whether a blue stone was used in any of these enclosures?
Actually, yes. There should be a blue stone in the crocodile enclosure, if I'm not mistaken. No idea what building it came from originally.
Thanks, you've been a great help. That's such a cute monkey you've got in that enclosure.
You can say that again. I'm so eager to learn.
Eager to learn?
Oh, yes. I'm in the process of teaching it a few tricks.
Really? How do you do that?
It's actually quite easy. As soon as I pick up the training stick, I've got the monkey's attention. And then it will mimic everything I do.
Training stick? You hit that monkey?
For heaven's sake, no. It's just a regular long branch. All I do is hold it in my hand, and then the monkey will react. No idea why, but it works.
I've been wondering why you have a whole bag of baguettes by your side.
I'm waiting for the ducks.
Why does everyone seem to be waiting for something around here? The bus, the ducks, Godot.
Say what?
Never mind. Why are you waiting for the ducks? Or rather, why aren't the ducks here yet?
Usually they come to the lake by the crocodile enclosure every morning. They know that visitors to the zoo love to feed ducks, and therefore they're here the minute the zoo opens.
Clever critters. Could I have one of those baguettes?
Sure, as soon as the ducks are here.
Can't I have it now?
Why? The baguette is meant for feeding the ducks. How would you feed them if there are no ducks?
Have a nice day.
Thanks. Same to you.
This seems to be one of the zookeepers. There's one of the blue stones I need to find, guarded by a lovely crocodile. Which leaves me with the not-so-irrelevant question, how on earth shall I get to it? A small noisemaker. It makes noise. I don't think I can chase off the crocodile by tootling away on this. It's a cool noise, but I had hoped for a better reaction. Maybe I should try it out elsewhere. I don't fancy a swim here. Too many crocodiles around. I don't fancy a swim here. This little motorboat is tied up so well. Somebody really wanted to be on the safe side here. The engine works. That is good to know. But I'll switch it off for now. This magnificent specimen appears to be a Nile crocodile. It marks its territory through underwater vibrations and turns into a merciless killer whenever it detects a new nearby. This must be one of the stones I am looking for. As an accomplished world savior, I know that because it is secured by a barbed wire fence and an ill-tempered crocodile. It would be just too easy otherwise. Looking at those teeth, I don't think that Snappy is really a good name for a crocodile. Molly would probably be more appropriate. Hello, my crocodile friend. Could you do me a favor and move as far away as possible from that blue stone? No? That's too bad. An empty box containing traces of peanuts. A male African elephant. Compared to an Asian elephant, its ears are much larger. Also, its forehead is receding and less convex, and its back is not rounded but sloped. Very informative. It never ceases to amaze me how such a powerful animal can appear so peaceful, almost cuddly. It's a bit too heavy to pick up. Judging from all the insects on this tree, one could almost assume this is intended to be a bark beetle exhibit. Of course, I could climb up there. No problem, honestly. But I don't really care to right now. Nope. The nest appears to be abandoned. Sorry, nothing edible left in there. Looks like the street cleaner knows how to work fast after all. The entire bridge is sparkling clean. Well, the van Mr. Rossi was waiting for took a wrong turn here, drove straight through the puddle, and completely soaked the street cleaner. So he no longer had a reason not to sweep the rainy side of the bridge. Life is quite simple once you actually understand it. And here's the stone I was after. The stone is lodged tightly in place. I can't remove it just like that. The stick is too thick. I might be able to use the point to scrape away the sand around it, and now use the umbrella as a lever. The stone is mine. Ducks, how nice. Interesting. This noisemaker seems to appeal to the ducks. The ducks are already here. Thanks. I don't need... The water would just trickle out through all those little holes. Here they come.
Here they come.
Hello.
Hello.
Could I please have one of those baguettes?
To feed the ducks?
Yes, of course. They're here now.
Sure. Take one then.
That's such a cute...
You can say that.
Eager...
Oh,
Have a...
thank.
Hard as a rock. It would probably make a good melee weapon. A little soggy, but I think that's an improvement over rock hard.